So myself, I grew up in Calgary, grew up in Mindapore in deep South Calgary. Have a sports background, played really high competitive hockey for many, many years. Um, and I think, that's helped me, in my real estate career for sure. I was licensed as a realtor in 2000. So this is I'm on my 23rd year. So I've completed 22 years and this is my 23rd. So pretty exciting. I think what I love the most about it is having the opportunity to sit with people, sit with families, and really get to know them. Everyone's different. Like that's what's great about real estate is it's never the same. You're always dealing with different people under different circumstances. It could even be the same client a couple of years later, but the circumstance is different. So it's really cool to have that opportunity to be invited into people's homes and to sit with them and to be able to serve them. A great memory for real estate is back in 2014 when our market was really high. I sold a property in one of our deep South communities, and the purchaser, young couple, young family, and they bought it right at the peak, right at the peak. Well, about a year or so later, they called me to come in and asked me, could you do an evaluation on the home? And I remember just doing the numbers and coming back. This was probably in about 2015, maybe early 16. And, coming back to their kitchen table and being invited in to sit with them. And I remember them saying, having to say to them that you can't sell. The value of the property is under your equity. You're gonna have to sit tight if you can. And I worked with them the next several years, I think about 4 years in a row. I went over there and we sat and worked on family budget, and sat with them for an evening and kind of worked through things. But they eventually came back. And I think where that's a great example or a great memory is just the relationships that you build. People inviting you into their home to sit at their kitchen table at 7 o'clock at night. Who else gets that opportunity, that blessing, right? We do as realtors, and I think that's very special and to be honored. Yeah, my volunteer, I've always volunteered, right? In a number of different capacities, but never within organized real estate. My volunteer journey started in organized real estate in, I think it was 2017 or 18. And what was happening at that period of time is CREB was rewriting their bylaws. And I remember a survey came out and, I answered it and I wondered what the hell's going on down there, right? What are they doing? And from that survey, I was invited to do a focus group one evening. And I think they promised us a $10 or $5 Tim Hortons gift card or something, right? And I thought, okay, I'll go down and participate in that. I was pretty vocal. And from there, they asked me to join a task force. So I joined this task force and we were reviewing changes from the governance standing committee on the bylaws, right, that were being put forward. I think what I really recognized is that the volunteers that are here are all great people and all giving the best that they can towards the organization and towards all of us as members. And I wanted to be part of that. I really did. To jump from that to the board was again a big kind of leap. And I think what really hit me is that when I was elected and I sat in this building here, I brought my daughter with me, my youngest daughter, and she's expressed some interest in real estate. At that time, I think she was in grade 9 or 10. She's graduating now, and she's really thinking hard about being a realtor and being a member of this organization. I want to leave this organization. I want to leave real estate when I eventually do. I'm not right now, but when I eventually do, I want to leave it better than when I came in. I want to do something better or more, and just push that ball down the field another couple yards. you know, as a director, um, as a director, and now as chair, I think my leadership style is one of, um, being inclusive, trying to bring people in, building a team, building an environment where people um, can say things without fear, um, can have discussions without retribution or without concern that they're not going to be taken seriously. Um, I want to open those discussions up and have those courageous conversations where we can really drill down on topics and get all of our experience, because each one of our directors sees real estate through a totally different lens. They have different experience, different background, different tenures, and to bring all of that out onto the table is where we start to understand the real issues and drill down on them and get to the core of them.
Person, real introspection.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that what people would say about me is, get ready, because I'm super high ADD. I know that, and I move at an alarmingly quick pace sometimes. I know I do, but my heart is on my sleeve at all times, and I love the people that I work with. I love the industry, and what I really try to do is give everything that I can every day that I get up to try to make a better place.